Lauren, we kind of sit here and say, oh, the offense is down because guys have changed what they're trying to do. They're all profiling 1 through 9 the same way, trying to create slug and go deep. Well, we also have to take a look at the pitchers, because if you sat there last night and watched the way Aaron Boone deployed his bullpen, how are you supposed to get a hit late in these games? Because it's one monster after the next with stuff that not only is high velocity, but it's going everywhere, okay? Let's take a look at the board of this relievers that he has at his disposal. This is crazy. I mean, notable Yankee relievers here with their stats right now. We'll get in, and I want to pull out the guys, Chad Green, Loizaga, and Clay Holmes we're going to get into. Those are the 3 that were used last night. But look at Michael King with a 1.86. Lucas Litke, they have different weapons for different guys' swing planes. So let's go into the first guy he used last night. And what you're seeing out of the Yankees bullpen, there's a lot of sink sliders. So rack that back for me real quick, because this is Jonathan Loizaga, and he is getting on top of a 2-seamer. And I just want you to watch the reaction of Nelson Cruz run it and why he approaches this like that. Real quick, once you get to a clean frame, pause it for me right there. He is presenting that pitch middle third away to a right-handed hitter, and it is traveling and burying inside on a right-hander. So Nelson Cruz is saying to himself, I got that. I'm already committed to that pitch, and now it's chasing me, and I got nowhere to go. And he's creating that sink from getting on top. And then I'm going to bring up Clay Holmes. He's creating bowling ball sink from a little different arm angle. So they have something for everyone. If you can hit a 4-seamer, you're getting a sinker guy coming at you. If you can hit the sink, guess what's coming next at you? Chad Green, 4-seam, electric, top of the zone. Watch some of these balls just absolutely change lanes. Trey Mancini, run that back. That's 98 miles an hour. He's given up on that. Ball. Nope. See you later, Ted Barrett, who I ran into in the airport this week. Boom, right there again, got him, 96. There's nothing you can do. And then once you start diving out over, run that back for me. Then he's got you. Because then now I'm pot committed, because I'm chasing that fastball, because I think it's coming back. There it is, nope, it's going away from me. It's a nasty slider, and I'm already gone. Watch this. Austin Hayes. And it paint pellets, too. Matt Chapman. I mean, that's right on the black. You can't take that. Clay Holmes, pause this. This guy might be one of the best relievers in the game that no one talks about. This is explosive bowling ball sink. Pick up a 5-pound dumbbell at your gym and whip it against the wall. That's what it feels like when I'm watching this guy throw. This is last night. Run that back. It's 97. I used to see this at 92, maybe, and you had a chance. 97, watch it. I mean, that's moving this far. And you have to try and barrel it up with this. That's running under Mateo's hands right there. And then they go what? The nasty slider. So just a little different arm action, getting a little bit more on the side of it as opposed to Jonathan Loizaga. And then you bring in this. So you've seen 2 sinker guys back-to-back, sinker sliders from different arm angles. And then I climb the top of the zone with high spin rate, 4-seam velocity. And once I get you looking up here, I break off the nasty curveball that you think's a high heater for 58 feet. So how do you combat this stuff? Can we go over here and try and act like we're having ABs against these guys? Bring up Loizaga real quick, if you can. So what I'm saying to you is when you're in the box playing in the show and you're facing Jonathan Loizaga, you almost can't cover it all, right? Because he's trying to turn 17 inches into 24 inches. We've talked about this time and time again. He's trying to create that 2-seam effect. So these were my nightmare guys, the Clay Holmeses, the Jonathan Loizagas. I felt if the ball was on one plane, that all I had to do is get my barrel on that plane, and I was going to hit it hard, and I'd live with the result. The problem with these guys is they're 97, and it's changing depth and plane. It's so hard to find the barrel, so run it real quick and give you an idea. You're sitting middle away against him, You know it's a two-seam. You pick that up. A good big league hitter is picking up those laces, seeing that rotation. And now it's a fight to see if you can get inside that baseball and get your bat in a position to create lag and power. And there's Clay Holmes again, elevating and then dropping out of the zone. And just when you're getting used to seeing sinker guy, you're getting high velocity right by you, four-seam. And these are just 3 guys out of their bullpen. 3 that they used last night. So I'm saying to myself, how do you combat their bullpen? Let's pull it up. There's a couple guys in the league that kind of set up and profile to absolutely hammer what these guys present. Vlad Guerrero, we seen earlier in the year. Obviously, he hammers everybody. He got Jonathan Loaisiga. So what do you have to do against a guy like him? Run that back real quick for me. Vlad Guerrero's so good at handling Jonathan Loaisiga is because he sets his sights dead center. This is a guy that doesn't have to cheat to anything because he knows he can play line to line, hit the off-speed pitch for power to dead center. So he stays square to this baseball, run this. His approach allows him, if he sees something up against Jonathan Loaisiga, that he can take him deep. Clay Holmes. I bring up a Ty France, a Mike Trout, that kind of gator arm feel, the ability to pull their hands so tight to them. You'll see it with Ty France. That's the only way you hit these guys. There's very few guys in the big leagues that profile to be able to handle that kind of stuff consistently. Run this. And you see how tight they are. Ty France pulling that left arm towards him and trying to get inside that sinker. And then the reason I bring up Alex Bregman, I want you to focus on, run this back real quick for me. He talks about, bring it to here and pause it, please. Right there. Pause. He talks about the high four-seam velocity, almost trying to aim half a ball above the actual baseball because it presents almost this rise effect. It's not truly rising, but the spin rate's not allowing it to dive anymore. That he almost flattens his barrel to think half a ball above it, and he's able to have success against that high heater. So Aaron Boone's got just ridiculous weapons, tried to take you inside the mind of what kind of swings play against him, but man, he can go anywhere and be dominant.
Yeah, take a look at the...
Oh, yeah, real quick. Take a look at this board. I want to show you pitch arsenal-wise because they're big on the sinker. This is your average Major League bullpen. They're throwing 15% sinker, two-seam. Yankees are almost 31%. That's aggressive. And all of them 95.7 miles an hour, the average, as opposed to 94. So highest velocity in the in Major League, second highest two-seam sinker usage in MLB, next to the Brew Crew.
Yeah, it was
tough to hit.
Yeah, Nays in my ear was saying that Cashman and his staff, that is their best quality, their best trait, their ability to find guys that can bring it and rush it up there at very, very high
Roflo,
speed.
Whitlock, Sessa, Canely, Gallegos, Kirby Yates.
They just didn't even have room for him.
Yeah,